All right, shalom, shalom. It's Brother Nathaniel coming back at you with a quick Godspeed. Well, first and foremost, give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Karkadash. Double honor to our elders and Apostle Greg Millstone. This lesson is a quick Godspeed based off of brotherly love. We're coming into a time where, you may be out there with a brother, you may not be, but, it's my opinion as a man, speaking as a man, the Lord is going to have a lot of brothers together, them and their families, and you're going to have a lot of people that are going to be caught out here with their pants up because they're not going to have that brotherly love established, like that conglomeracy that we're establishing right now through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So I'm going to start off with John 13 and 35, and it says, "By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if you have love one to another." Now, when you go into love is pretty much the essence of charity. Charity beareth no ill will, love beareth no ill will. Love does what's necessary to help. Love disciplines, love chastises, love cares for, and going into the times that we're going into, or even now, you may be a brother, let's just talk about right now. You may be a brother that may be in need. And you may be in a position to where you're in need and you don't want to ask, you don't want to say nothing to nobody because you're I don't know whether it may be ego or pride or whatever, but that's part of being a brother too, is by telling another brother that you have an issue. You have sometimes brothers that have problems and brothers that have issues, right? And they're not saying anything to anybody and they're not receiving the help. And then contrary to that, you have to be the brother to call another brother to check on him, to see if a brother, because a brother, he could be having an issue. He may not even thought to call you. He may want some help, but he may not have even thought to call you. So you have to be responsible and take an opportunity to call a brother to just check up on a brother. That's part of being a brother as well. All right. So I'm gonna grab another precept. This is Hebrews 13. I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, "Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained strangers unawares." You know what? I don't know if this ain't what I wanted, but that ain't but what I wanted. But that works because even in the world, you want to keep a good rapport among men. You see what I'm saying? So, you may be entertaining an angel. You may be entertaining a man of the elect. What does the scripture say? Be careful not to offend. So, you may be an Israelite man that's in need, and there may be a man of the elect or of the 1/3 that may be in need, but you failed to entertain him. That's part of being a brother too. You know what I'm saying? Don't limit being a brother, having brotherly love just to the brotherhood itself. Extend that out to strangers, because your brotherly love may attract a stranger to this truth. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure that you entertain strangers too. Now I'm looking for this one scripture. Give me 1 second, because I think it was there. I'm just gonna have to drop it because that's not it. Oh, it's Hebrews. There it is. Yes, there it is. Hebrews 13 and 1. It said, "Let brotherly love continue." That's what I want. For some reason, it wasn't coming up. So you got to let brotherly love continue. Because love is the foundation of what we have here. Where does it start? It starts through the love of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And I'm going to get that real quick, and then I'll close it out on that. This is Luke 14 and 26. It says, "You cannot be my disciple unless you love me more than you love your father and your mother." Now, what are the two most greatest commandments? It says to love the Father in heaven with all thy soul, mind, and strength, and to love your brother as you love yourself. On these two great commandments hinge the laws, all the laws of the prophets, right? So if you love Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, you're going to do as he commands, and you're going to exercise brotherly love, okay? And it says, unless you love me more than you love your father and your mother, your wife and your children and your brothers and sisters, you cannot come with me unless you love me more than you love your own life. You know, because the life in this world is carnal. The life in this world is carnality. It breeds immorality. It breeds death. It breeds destruction. It breeds wickedness. It breeds sin. That's what this life breeds. Okay? This life brings those things. So in order for you to be cleansed of this life, you have to love the one that can cleanse you of this, which is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And to love is to obey the Lord. So you obey the Lord by doing what he told you to do. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be a brother. That is one of the you got to be able to rebuke a brother when you need to rebuke a brother. You need to help a brother when you need to help a brother. You need to be a shoulder to cry on when a brother needs a shoulder to cry on. And you need to be charitable. I wanted to get that precept where it talks about charity, you know, as the greatest of all the spiritual gifts. So you got to be charitable to the brethren, man, you know? And that's on both ways, and you got to be considerate. And I'm not just saying this for brothers, I'm saying this to myself too, because I have to be more considerate. You know, I was driving the other day, and I was thinking to myself, what brother can I call? What brother can I call and talk to? You know? And you never know, that brother that you may call and talk to, your call may be the best thing that happened to that brother at that period in time. You see what I'm saying? And that brother may have needed to speak with you, or needed to talk to you, or needed to hang out with you, or needed something from you, and you provided that because you made yourself available for it. You see what I'm saying? So we got to be brothers more so than ever now, because we are going into Jacob's trouble. So, you know, just wanted to put that out there and let brotherly love continue. And with that, I'm going to end it off by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakar Kodesh, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. I hope you brothers are edified. Till the next time, Shalom.